أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه أجمعين. My dear brothers and sisters, and especially the organizers who organized this seminar, and then Murji Authority and Honorable Sheikh and everyone who arranged the program. Jazakumullah khair. First of all, I'd like to give my salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, in today's short seminar, I'd like to mention a few things, especially our food and how it is connected to our health, and how we can take care of our health when you have any underlying issue going on. In simple, whenever anyone have a health issue, we try to think that it coming from our ancestor, coming from maybe that person is not following healthy lifestyle, maybe that person is maybe eating too much, maybe that person is doesn't know how to take care of themselves. This kind of blaming that we usually do. If you think about truly our overall health guideline, it did not change the way food changed. 30 years ago, what we used to be eating, at this moment what we are eating is totally different. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, the name of the food, what our Prophet ﷺ used to be eating, what his meal looked like, is totally different than what we eat. When you go to any store to buy your food, you barely get a real food. All food, 90 to some case 99% food are processed. And whenever food being processed, it changed the structure. When food structure changes, body system did not change. Body is natural. The enzyme and acid and gut flora, everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stored for us to continue the metabolism, that did not change. That cannot process the food we eat when it is changed or modified. And every year, new food additives, new food genetically modified GMO food types are being approved without further and more analysis or clarification or study or test or research. At the same time, more medicine, more drug, more treatment protocol coming up. Also, you will see the big building, medical building is being developed. We need it. We are sick. We need more doctor, more medical, more treatment. Of course we do. That's good. But the problem started from the changing food type, and especially for our adult community, we might can think what we used to be eating. But the kids, young folks sitting in here, they even forgot what real food look like. They feel French fry, chicken fry, sandwich, burger. That's the food they think. Imagine. Let me make a very simple example, like a dish of sandwich or like a biryani, right? You might think biryani is very good. It have a chicken, no bad food. It have a rice, not bad. Oil is maybe try to squeeze some oil, and some raita, some nothing wrong with it. And when you see the sandwich have some bread, some lettuce in there, some tomato, some meat, if not red meat, so you are okay with it. But truly, look at the true fact. A sandwich have a bread which is the wheat. Wheat was the food of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In his meal, wheat was there, bread was there always, most of the time. If if food is available. Subhanallah, that time food was not available enough, for that time, for the Rasulullah, But now too much food is available, and we change food so much, genetically modified wheat, making us all the disease because high gluten, highly modified, highly processed, and it comes to our body cannot digest that processed high glutenized wheat, and that's the number one or one of the top causes of all the disease pandemic at this moment. If you look at the sandwich, have a chicken or beef, you might think chicken is safe. This chicken is not a chicken. It's made industrially with a steroid and hormone, and then within a 2 weeks chicken become like a 5 pound, and then we are enjoying chicken. Who told you that chicken? It's not a chicken. It didn't take the natural food. It took just some chemical and became like a chicken like something. Maybe you say, oh, lettuce tomato is good, at least that is good part, right? Every year thousands of metric tons of herbicide, insecticide, pesticide are given, are sprayed on that lettuce and tomato. When I grew up in Bangladesh, when I passed by the field of tomato, even from the far distance, tomato ripe, we used to get the smell, and we had to get something to enjoy the smell, is the taste. Now tomato you cutting, you eating, you don't feel that you are eating tomato. You don't get that smell. It lost. So you eating completely which are not really food at all. Maybe biryani is good, you have rice. Yes, rice is good. It's a good calorie source, but it doesn't have any other nutrient but sugar, carbohydrate. If you need sugar, if you need calorie, it's fine. Calorie could be from other sources too, but the oil part is not an oil though. It's a synthetic molecule. It says vegetable oil. If you get vegetable oil, this amount of vegetable oil, you have to get a 10 truck of vegetable. This amount of vegetable oil should be $10,000. We're getting in $1. How do you expect that vegetable oil coming from vegetable? It's a synthetically made. Its name is vegetable oil, canola oil. Such as look shiny, clear. You think canola can have that amount of oil? It's possible, brother. Think about it. So we are putting oil. It's not oil. Where our wheat are genetically modified. Our plants are, insecticide, herbicide. So that coming to the body. Body is made of food. Every single body cell constantly being regenerated. That regeneration need healthy ingredient, that is protein, mineral, small nutrients, it's called micronutrients, and then healthy fat. And all those food are wrong, either processed, twisted, burned, or GMO, or with other chemicals. So every day several billion molecule, several billion cell from our body being destroyed. That's how the body goes, and same amount of cell being created. So your body every day creating billions of cell with the wrong chemical, wrong ingredient. Imagine every moment this building is being reconstructing with the wrong cement, wrong brick, wrong color. Would you come to this building to pray? It's gonna break down any time to the earth. That's what our body is, and body organ being reconstructed as a wrong structure, defective, and we find a disease in there. Or if a skin is not developed, lack of vitamin A and E, or some other fatty acid, or a skin disease. If you have a liver problem, because liver is have a toxin developed, liver cannot work. If you have some heart issue, so heart cell is defective or inflamed, or some underworking issue, that we name so many heart diseases. And disease comes every year, new medicine come. It's not the medicine caused the disease, or it's not that lack of medicine developed the disease. Of course we need medicine, of course. We need to appreciate the doctors working hard to control the disease. But it's not doctor's fault that they made the disease or they're putting you medicine. They have to. That's the we need. But where it coming from? Why the organ is not working properly? That caused the disease. If you can fix that, if you put the right ingredient under working organ, it will be working better. You'll get a healthy cell, healthy organ, healthy body. While you're taking medicine, just support your body at a cellular level. What are you putting in? What our Prophet used to eat? Islam did not change. It will not change. It will be same. The Sunnah always same. We just need to understand in the current perspective. Quran did not say it. Quran mentioned every food name. Adasiha, fumiha, basaliha. Allah mentioned by one honey. Allah mentioned the milk in the Quran, everything. But the current milk is not a milk anymore. The cheese butter ghee coming from the milk, that milk is modified. This milk is made of cow, coming from cow. That cow fed huge amount of steroid to make it bigger, an antibiotic to make it survive. That antibiotic chemical coming through us through milk as a cheese butter ghee format, and that killing our microbiome. And most of the people are milk or dairy sensitive, dairy intolerance. How come Sunnah is wrong? Astaghfirullah, is not possible. How come milk is shafa? Prophet used to milk all the time and raw. Nowadays it become pasteurized. When it pasteurized, that makes the whole story around. That caused the milk is toxic. But they did pasteurize the sake of good, killing bacteria. That's as a miscommunication in the science. And then this milk become toxin and cannot get all the diseases. Wheat causing problem. Milk and wheat could be our best food, great food. We modified and GMO and pasteurized, that became toxin for us. So if you get the right food with a real, organic plants and plant-based food, if you get Allah said in the Quran that I created ocean, get the animals from there. All kind of thing under the water is halal, and that's a real food. And we are making our fish in the farm with again steroid medicine. You see. And yes, there is still some fish we can catch from the river, ocean, and we can eat them. Still there's the meat, the naturally grown meat, we can eat them. Still there's the milk, raw milk, Dawud Rasulullah used to drink. And he used to go to the farm and drink straight. And we are taught that, oh my God, it's dangerous. No, Sunnah did not change. It's not dangerous. It's about the miscommunication in the science. And plants still you can grow, you can buy organic one. You see, pure option is there, but we are used to getting the wrong one, which is available, easy, other people eating, and I'm getting sick like other people getting sick. So we just need to go back to our food. And then when disease come, we have to go to doctor. Of course you have to. While you're taking medicine, we just need to be careful why you got this disease. It's not that you lack of medicine, then you put medicine back, you feel better. Yes, you feel better, you suppress your symptom, you're controlling the disease, and when you're controlling the disease, the side effect of the medicine and not curing the disease, it growing, making more side effect, more disease, doctor going to increase medicine. Of course, doctor has to increase the medicine because you're getting more problem. But if you support your body with the right diet, right lifestyle, sometimes nutritional supplement. One more thing we need, lifestyle modification. Rasulullah used to walk, right? We have a hadith, we know that. He used to run with Ma Aisha. He Sallallahu used to, go everywhere. It's not like us sitting in the car, driving office, driving home, driving to the market. We just need to walk a little bit, make a little more movement. And nowadays in the society, in the cities, have a lot of natural healing center, natural treatment. They put through IV nutrition. Someone cannot absorb the nutrient. They put a lot of natural therapy, hyperthermia. They put a lot of acupuncture, hijama. Everyone knows that. You see, those are real treatment to fix the underlying issue of your disease. You might think, oh, I have that disease, that's very unique. Disease is only one, which is cell is not working. If the body cell is working, you're healthy. If cell is not working, organ is not working, organ system is underworking, that's called disease. You fix the organ system with the right things, and the name of the disease is just like a name. If you look at the diabetes, many types of diabetes, what is the problem? You might thinking, okay, I need a high sugar. Of course, you have a high sugar, cut down the carb temporarily. At the same time, support with the cleansing the system, support with the inflammation, support with the vitamins, support with the stress issue. You see, if you look at, actually, if we talk any disease, it's gonna go hours. I don't want to talk any disease. I'm just gonna tell you that every disease you can think of in my YouTube channel, Facebook page, have a own each folder. I have a guideline. I have hundreds of video on diabetes, how to take care of yourself, what to do. I also mentioned what supplement you can take, so that when you're taking medicine, you support your body. Your doctors will be happy that you're improving. You're taking care of yourself. So this is not contradiction to the medical science. It says every supplement you're taking, it's a research going on. How intermittent fasting, that's a sunnah too. We have Monday, Thursday fasting. We have a 3 days fasting for the month. So everything we find in sunnah, that's applicable in our life. And we are forgetting that. If you go back to our sunnah, if you understand a little bit about food, understand a little bit about our metabolism, understand what's going on, just be aware of that, we can take care of our health. It's not going to be like a pandemic, like everyone will die in a hospital bed. Everyone will be die with lots of medicine. Everyone going to be older with a huge number of disease and box of medicine. We don't have to do that. If you get heart disease, yeah, it's dangerous. It's a blockage. Look at my social medias. The patient who cured the even heart blockages without surgery. Yeah, doctor took care of their heart, doctor took care of the medicine part, but by my body support, when you support your body, inflammation, when you support the body with enough, heart with enough enzyme, when you lower the heart inflammation, you control your blood pressure, balance your cholesterol, then you don't have to go huge surgery unless doctor thinks you have to. That's different story. Then you can take care of your heart. If you have a high blood pressure or cholesterol, you might thinking your doctor told you that forever you're taking medicine with a high blood pressure. So why high blood pressure has to be forever? Just why blood is so thick? Why heart cannot pump your blood at a regular rate? Just clean the blood, put the anti-inflammatory like turmeric. Lot of medical research coming out that turmeric, golden spice, is so powerful, lower the inflammation. Nowadays enzymes are available to work heart better so that blood pressure gets normal. Nowadays the plant-based food we eat, they don't have a mineral because of they put lot of superphosphate and stop the absorbing mineral from the soil to the plant. If you get the real plant, they will have enough mineral. That will mineralize our body. You don't have to have a blood pressure medicine forever, because lack of mineral, especially number one is potassium, and few other magnesium and calcium are there missing too, imbalances too. You fix that, you don't have, doctor will say, oh, your blood pressure is normal. So taking care of your blood and heart and overall body inflammation, you don't have to have a cholesterol medicine, blood pressure medicine forever. You see again, I will give example. I have thousands of patients, thousands. Just follow my, social media, my instruction, my step-by-step guideline. They cured their diabetes. Alhamdulillah, by will of Allah. Allah is the Shafiq, right? There is a hadith. One day Rasulullah fell from his horse, and then the brothers, companions brought the doctor, and doctor came to Rasulullah. He said, Ya Rasulullah, anta Shafiq. Rasulullah didn't like the way he approached. He's a doctor. He said, no, La, Allahu Shafiq. Allah is a curer. Me, Dr. Haque, is here to give you some tips and some knowledge and experience and science that Allah gave me ability to learn and experience in my clinical practice. Just learn that what is the food we're supposed to eat, how to take care of our health, and inshallah Allah will bless you great health. And hadith, you know that the stronger believer is more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than weaker believer. We just need to take care of our health. It is naturally, our body is natural. If you have a disease, you have to continue the medicine while you're taking care of your health. Suppose someone have a cancer, and what happened? You have a cancer. It's scary. Of course, you have to go to doctor gonna give you chemotherapy, radiotherapy. If it is very advanced and very aggressive, that body is very vulnerable. And the chemotherapy, radiotherapy you're taking, your doctor will explain to you, of course, always they do, that it is gonna have a side effect. It is gonna make you very vulnerable situation. And you know that, everyone. And a lot of people, 30%, the data says 1 out of 3 doesn't survive, right? 2 out of 3 survive. That's the data with the chemo and radiotherapy of cancer treatment. And 2 out of 3 who survive, they again get cancerous in 3 to 7 years of their lifetime. And most of them, and then data's shocking, 90% of them don't make it when they get cancer again, because that cancer comes with a very advanced and aggressive state. So what to do? What is the cancer? When a cell cannot work properly, doesn't work properly, cell is defective, and that cell become cancerous cell. And cancerous cell cannot be diagnosed right away when cell is cancerous. It need to be about 10 billion. Some research said 20 billion cell need to be cancerous, then it can be diagnosed. Then it would be seen in the microscope is something, unwanted cell, cancerous cell is there. Otherwise you cannot diagnose. So every moment you need to taking care of ourselves so cell doesn't get cancerous. And if it does, then we need to go to doctor, take the therapy. At the same time, we need to go back to our diet, pure diet, plant-based. It's not new idea, plant-based. There is a hadith, Aisha narrated the hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it says right in a Bukhari, 2 months consecutive, Prophet ﷺ did not eat any cooked food. He was fully raw diet, non-cooked for consecutive 2 months. So raw we are missing. We always need to cook and make it smoothy and solid and soft, and it's easily, we can swallow. No, always have a plain raw, salad in your meal. That's fundamental of your health. When you get cancerous, you have to be plant-based and juice format. And then you have to change lifestyle. You have to get rid of the stress, then support the body overall inflammation and infections. Then when you're taking the treatments, and slowly you will be feeling better, you will not get cancerous again. Also, you will minimize your side effect of your cancer. That's how our patients are doing better with taking care of both ways, combined, comprehensive. And if a lot of people suffering autoimmune disease, once you get autoimmune disease, like a joint autoimmune disease, arthritis, brain, lung, depending on which organ get affected, on that disease also, you have to have an anti-inflammatory plant-based diet. You have to get rid of the infection, improve the metabolism. Always you need to have a nutritional supplement that helps to organ working better. As I said, disease is like a name. Every day new disease is coming up, adding up new disease. But if you go back, disease is only one, which is the underworking of an organ or cell or type of organ system. Just put the right thing in the body. Just taking care of health. Whatever disease is, while you're taking medicine cannot completely cure most of the disease. You all know that. You have a blood pressure, forever medicine. You have a autoimmune, forever medicine. You have diabetes, autoimmune, forever medicine, and increasing the medicine because that medicine and high sugar affecting kidney, brain, and then other blood vein, and then get neuropathy. A lot of disease develop. More medicine comes up. So if you do focus on the underlying issue, you won't have to be suffering with the disease forever, taking medicine forever, and die as if you never exist. A sick person is a burden for whole family, and one healthy person can be light for everyone, not only family, for the society, for the ummah. Jazakumullah khair for everyone attending the seminar and giving the opportunity for speak for being a speaker, and I'm truly humble for getting the opportunity to speak to you all. And I would like to give you floor to you. If you have any question, I will be happy to answer. Yes, sir.
In terms of anxiety, people having symptoms of anxiety, what is a good way to handle that?
Now they're asking if someone of anxiety, how to handle that. Anxiety have a very big spectrum. Anxiety starts from stress, become anxiety, it gets worse, it gets schizophrenia, it gets bipolar issue, it gets into the OCD, it gets into the so many other problems. So it's a huge spectrum. But the root is same though. What is the root? The root is lack of protein digestion. There are many other cause. The number one, if you focus one thing, that will help you understand whole thing what caused the anxiety. When you cannot digest a protein, that makes a acidity in the stomach. That makes sensitivity to so many food, because food which is grown, that everything has a protein. When you get sensitive to protein, then immune response, then indigestion and bloating and inflammation in the gut happen. And brain have a direct connection to the gut, and actually gut is more bigger brain than true brain, because that's the brain is actually here. So when you are stressed, you are producing a lot of cortisol because you're not being able to digest protein, and body need to produce extra cortisol to support the indigestion and the problem going on in the tummy. And that high cortisol putting in the stress. When cortisol comes in, that bring more some other hormone, and that goes to the brain hormones imbalance. That makes brain inflamed. You see, that's the problem. What is the solution? Solution is, when you have a more plant-based diet, you will be digesting better. When you pick some gut flora, your digestive tract will be functioning better, your brain gonna function better, your brain inflammation gonna come down. When you sleep well and on time, as a sunnah to sleep on time, sleep after Isha. When you sleep well on time and the deep sleep, your brain will be calmed down. And there is some herbs, turmeric, like a golden spice, like ashwagandha is a well-known, for enshrined medicine. That also calm down your brain. There's some fish oil also can lower the inflammation. That's a supplemental support, and that's a lifestyle support. I said that's a food. The food you are sensitive to, you gotta avoid that food, and temporarily avoid animal fat. Animal fat is the one mostly make indigestion in the tummy, and animal fat is not the great food always. What Prophet used to eat? He used to eat olive or olive oil or some vinegar and bread. True bread, not the current bread, and he used to have some raw food in here and then dates here and there. He didn't have a meat all the time. Nowadays we cannot imagine, not only kids, even older too, we cannot imagine our meal without meat. Sayyidina Umar, when he came to power, he restricted. He said anybody eats meat consecutive 2 days, you have to go to jail. Because he saw in his own eyes what food diet was instructed by Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, not eating meat every meal. So lowering the animal fat is a great help too, and other things I said that will help the big spectrum of anxiety from stress to schizophrenia. Jazakumullah khair.
Carnivorous food like hippopotamus, elephants, lions, on cooked food.
Oh.
And the one I want to use as a sample
Subhanallah.
is horse. Horse only eats grass where they get their energy. Human being has never discovered what they can get from horse that can make us live better. And on the issue of the cancer is processed. Luckily, some people don't get it back, and some people, it can come back. I want to use myself as a sample. I used to be bigger than this. About 12 years ago, they diagnosed I have cancer. And when they give me chemotherapy and all kind of stuff, when I went back after 3 months, they told me I would live for 6 months. And I told my doctor, you are not the one that determined that. This, the first of all, I said, that is in the hands of God. So after 6 months, when I went back, they treated me and put on a scan machine and said the cancer is no more there. That I surprised them. And then I told them.
Okay, I think I got the point. Exactly. So brother's saying that he is a live example that with a plant-based diet, he can remove cancer, what medicine cannot do that. And he's saying that when he diagnosed with a cancer, he was taking medicine, but he mostly focusing on plant-based diet, raw plant-based diet. And with that, doctor found surprisingly in 3 months he's out of cancer. And brother saying that some example we can see, I can discuss that the all the animals like a big elephant, they're not eating a lot of meat, becoming like a big. The horses are very strong, right? They're not eating meat. A lot of people are freaked out about the protein. Oh my God, I'm missing the protein. I need a lot of meat and chicken. Chicken have only 26% protein, and a lot of food have a much more. Plant have a lot of time. Plant have more protein than chicken, and chicken is not a chicken anymore. So brother's saying that this is an example that how animals are so strong eating the plant-based and raw. They don't have a hospital. They never go to doctor. They never eat cooked food. They're stronger. They're healthy. They don't have a medicine. So why not we only cooking and making so much processed food and focusing on animal fat based meat? Our meal is fully animal fat based, and that's not sunnah either. Jazakumullah khair.
Yeah, the only thing I want to add to it, we are Christian by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He doesn't want nothing for us if we know how to take care of ourselves. The other good thing we all need to do, don't forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When I back to the hospital.
Okay, let me see. Maybe brothers have some more question. Okay, I'll
okay, that's okay. Prayer helps. With the prayer, you overcome everything.
Jazakumullah khair. Yes, brother.
What is your guideline? Like, what advice do you give as far as guidelines to how to use animal products then? Because meat, you're recommending not to use as much meat, which I get the clear message on that. But like, what guidelines would you suggest on usage of meat if we want to have meat in our diet?
Again, have a healthy carb like a quinoa, millet, buckwheat, brown rice, wild rice. That should be a good carb. And if you get a millet and quinoa and buckwheat, have a lot of protein too, mostly protein actually, less carb. So you don't have to depend on the animal fat, which you should not be depending on animal fat for our protein sources. And in terms of plant, you have all kinds of varieties of plant food you can choose by changing your choices every day or every other day, periodically. And lentil and chickpeas and beans. In America we are blessed, we have hundreds of beans. I didn't see that when I grew up in Bangladesh, no bean idea. Here bean is so plenty, 100 different types of bean available. That's a great food, that's an anti-cancer as the brother said. So beans and lentils and chickpeas and less animal fat, more plants, and then quinoa, millet, buckwheat, sweet potato. Some potato is fine, less white rice, less potato, more sweet potato. More others should be right food you can focus on. In terms of milk, if you get get pure milk, alhamdulillah, it's a great shifa for you. But not the milk which is pasteurized and steroid antibiotic fed. And in the top of them, if you think about your fish, wild caught fish has to be a good idea. Dark chocolate is a very good one too. You can think about all the nuts. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran many times what is zarra mukhtalifa. Whatever comes out from the soil, Allah put the nutrients in there. See, also beans and all kind of nuts are very nutritious for us. We can focus on that way, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Any other question, brother? Yes.
What are the grains that you recommend for like this natural, milk or natural?
Milk.
Yeah, I mean, essentially anything that you would recommend, like grains that we should actually look out for.
Okay, brother asking about the milk. Even though we discussed a couple of ways, maybe I need to more clarify about that. Milk in the store, there is no milk exist in the conventional stores. All brands are pasteurized. The key problem is pasteurization, and you might heard some good thing of the pasteurization that it kills the bacteria, is pure format. On the other hand, it killing the enzyme in the milk, so pasteurization causing all the indigestion and problems. So what are you going to do? There is a lot of local farm nowadays very available around the city. Those local farms giving you raw milk. I heard every cities, you can just Google it up, local raw milk, you will find it. It's very available because some part of the community are very aware of that. This is Sunnah too, Sheikh, right Sheikh? It's Sunnah too. It's a many times Prophet used to, she gave example to us. So if you don't get it, if you don't have opportunity to have a raw milk of course you can straight or you can warm it up, no problem. What other option? Other option, of course, not 2%. It's same. It's like a dangerous. So what are other option? Other option is nowadays. We have two amazing milk: flax milk and flax milk, and I forgot the other one's name. There is a soy milk available. There is a almond milk, cashew milk available. They have a much more calcium and vitamin D than more calcium than regular milk. And we are blessed in this country. We have all 10 different milk available in addition to the regular conventional milk. You can take that.
And how about like organics? I'm sorry, I came a little bit later, so I'm not sure if you discussed organic stuff. Like, do you have any recommendation or any?
Yeah, organic is perfect, but main problem is not organic. Organic, according to National Board of Nutrition or whoever controlling the food guideline, FDA guideline is not that 100% organic. Whenever you have a 70% organic, you can write that your food is organic. So imagine the food you're taking organic, that actually up to 70% organic ingredient in there, 30% is not organic. Unless you get 100% organic, which is 95% organic, you can write 100%. That's the FDA rule. But only organic, only 70% you're getting. So of course it's better than other one, But main problem is not organic. Main problem is food, how it is making, like chicken and milk. That's a dangerously modified. And by giving organic seal on the milk, it doesn't make any difference because the problem is not the organic. Problem is the pasteurization. Problem is the problem is much deeper root, which is steroid and antibiotic fed cow giving this milk.
So do you recommend going to almost like a vegetarian diet? Or
No. Brother, very interesting question. So do I recommend a vegetarian diet? I don't recommend any diet. Nowadays, so many diet options available, right? Keto diet, paleo diet, Mediterranean diet.
Yeah, I'm saying like going vegetarian.
Many diet options is available. So vegetarian is not an option for us. Our option, we are Muslim, right? We have a sunnah is in front of us. What Rasulullah used to eat, right? We just follow that. Believe me, it didn't change. Inshallah, it will not change. And for sure, that's the faith. It's not gonna change. What is it? Have a healthy carb, but not the wheat anymore. He Sallallahu used to eat wheat as a part of his meal, but now wheat is GMO. He used to have a milk always, have a raw format. He used to have a dates. Of course, dates is pure. Date did not get GMO or pasteurized. So, and what? He used to eat, he said, Allah said in the Quran, the fish is from the ocean. Of course, get from the ocean, not from the Chinese market, right? Of course not. What else? The plants are too many pesticide and insecticide. So try to get the organic one or 100% organic one, or try to get from the farmer's market. It's a pure and fresh, coming from the land. That's a great thing you can do. And protein wise, it's a nuts. Allah said in the Quran, jarra mukhtalifa. Get nuts and beans, the protein source and healthy fat source. Oil, he used to have a oil in part of his meal. So get the oil. You see, we're not talking about, so anything you can eat meat and fish and milk. We don't have to be vegetarian, but the right source, the right ingredient, any food is great. Allah did not do anything. Allah did not create anything wrong. Everything His Subhanahu wa Ta'ala created is pure and right. But we changed it. When humans put their hand to make it more profitable, more easily making money or make it easy for us, that's not the shortcut process. That shortcut process made the situation bad. So anything human man-made or modified or processed, we don't want to do that. Pure, whole format, any food is great because Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala just gave us as a blessing to enjoy, to us to survive. Welcome. Any other question? Yeah.
What is the physiological explanation for urgency, like the need to use the bathroom constantly, and what causes it, and what do you do about it?
What's a great question. Big population in United States, around the world, suffering this problem. The problem is urgency to go to bathroom. Some people constantly go to bathroom. Some people go to bathroom within an hour. They have to go to bathroom hour after their meal. Some people cannot keep anything in their stomach. Just go to the bathroom. And some people have a pain in the lower intestine. That's another problem. So there's a lot of urgency problem. That's primarily called IBS. When IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. When IBS goes longer, that goes to Crohn, IBD, and that goes to UC, ulcerative colitis. That's the three major diseases developed. And now, without proper diagnosis, I don't want to tell which is the true problem. But I can tell you what the root. Root was irritable bowel syndrome that causing other three autoimmune disease. So if this is the case, and a lot of people suffering, if you go to your doctor will tell you, we can't do anything. It's no solution. But truly, the intestine, that food we eat, when we eat food, we digest in the stomach and go to intestine, and intestine get the nutrients from the food, and liver absorb, hold the nutrient, supply throughout the body, and unwanted part of the food is not being used or needed, that coming as the feces, going out the back door, or go to the feces to bathroom. So what is the problem? What is the problem causing quick going? Food is going to be staying in our stomach 1 hour 40 minutes, and intestine at least 10 hours, up to 24 hours. So why not staying to nutrify you, and then unwanted things should be come out? It's because body doesn't have enough enzyme and acid level to digest and absorb the nutrients in the intestine. When this function doesn't work, the food straight goes out. When someone, it's like a simple example. You go somewhere, they don't need you. What are you gonna do? You come back. They don't need my help. So food is coming, intestine cannot digest, stomach cannot digest, intestine cannot absorb, it goes straight out of the toilet. So why intestine cannot absorb? Why stomach cannot digest? What is these two problems? Problem is too much inflammation. Our intestine have a lot of villi, macrovilli, lot of pore to get the nutrients and minerals and protein, the amino acid, and then vitamins and fatty acid absorb that body needed. That part get inflamed with it, because then this part of the body have lot of bacteria, good bacteria. They die off because we're taking antibiotic, not from doctor prescription. We are taking antibiotic through animal fat, which fed antibiotic huge amount. Cow are not fed one piece of tablet. They need to fed huge amount of antibiotic to get the surviving when they are fed a lot of steroid. Those antibiotics come to all animal fat sources, come to our body, killing the bacteria, so body cannot digest the food. We eating food, we don't have a bacterial profile. because we kill them with antibiotic coming to the animal fat sources. That's the one cause. Second cause is a lot of people having PPI, protein pump inhibitor, like a gastric tablet, 30 minutes before the meal. That is stopping your acid production. And acid is so powerful and it's needed to digest the food. It has to be below 3, better 2.5 pH level. And many of us doesn't have that environment. So without acid, food cannot be digested enough, but an enzyme cannot work without good acid level. And because the medicine taking for a long time. I want to make you one more problem. One more problem is inflammation. When food cannot digest properly in here, that gets a lot of inflammation. Inflammation makes our gut layer as a flat, as a slippery, as a flat, as a straight, not the pore to get the nutrient. When you're eating, not digesting, not absorbing, go straight to the body, out of the body. What is supposed to be moving slowly. Some people even doesn't move properly, too slow movement. That's another problem. That's the dehydration problem. Body is dehydrated. Anyway, what you have to do? We have to maintain, we should not have food which have antibiotic, which is animal fat nowadays. So have to be true animal fat, true cow, true chicken, true meat, true milk, right sources. That's one thing, right? No antibiotic. Second thing is always get some, if this problem, we should get chia seeds. So chia seed have the ability, and mint leaves and aloe vera. These three food has the ability to get rid of the inflammation in the gut layer. So gut going to be functioning better, so you don't have that problem. And finally, you have to get some probiotic and digestive enzyme to improve the gut flora level, improve the digestion level. So if you follow these three things, you should be able to get rid of the IBS and other problems.
The sister wanted to emphasize that the urgency is more on the side of like urination as opposed to like the other end. So is there anything specific in the context of like urination and that kind of urgency?
Sister asking more problem about the urination side. So urination problem is more about the inflammation in the bladder, inflammation in the kidney area, and then all the lining. So inflammation coming from, again, it coming from additive chemicals. When we eat food, we have a lot of food additives, food chemicals. Those additive foods, those inflammatory food makes inflammation in the bladder area. When food is not being digested, that also put pressure on the bladder, because urine is not when urine is urine have a lot of acidity, that also put pressure and then makes a frequent urination. So everyone is unique. In that case, everyone have their own cause why you get in frequent urination. For the man, you know that it's a big problem in the society. 80% man, the data is 80% men in the United States getting prostate disease when you get 80. So you gotta be careful, take care of the prostate with a proper eating, proper diet, with a healthy lifestyle, and getting support if you have any underworking issue in the body. Otherwise, prostate problem is gonna be there. And prostate problem, you see in my YouTube and Facebook page, I have many patients, they did 2 times surgery, then 3rd time they came to me, it became completely normal, alhamdulillah. What did I do? Nothing magical, just clean the diet, support the prostate inflammation, so it became normal, and then help the digestion. So put back the nutrients that person is missing. So put some anti-inflammatory herbs and nutrients like a fish oil or flaxseed oil, and then prostate have a specific supplement, is called a saw palmetto. So that's we have to do. Inshallah, we all can be healthy and happy. Is it gonna be end in here? Okay, Jazakumullah khair for everyone for joining. And if you have any question more, you can talk to me one-on-one. You can follow my YouTube channel and Facebook page. I'm trying to share my experience and knowledge. And when someone get cured from the major diseases, I bring their example, their speech, their experience too. So everyone can follow from any part of the world. Nowadays they're doing virtual. I live in Texas. but doesn't matter. You can follow me. You can help yourself. All my work, alhamdulillah, for voluntary, for helping people. May Allah give us all ability to help each other. As you know, Sunnah, Rasulullah said that the best thing you can do for helping each other. You can share my videos to others, follow my videos, and help your family, help yourself, help everyone.